An enduring legacy of giving embraces the Northwest College community, making a difference in the lives of students, staff, alumni, and loyal supporters. On campus, faculty and staff give time, energy, and resources to support the goals of the institution, and many have become a legend through their giving. The following retirees are snapshots of how being passionate about what you do and investing in students is truly at the heart of Northwest.
When we first came here, I thought 2 years max. And 30 years later, I look back on my life here, and I can't imagine that there would have been a place where I think I could have made a difference or a contribution as much as I felt I could make here in this community. I guess as the international student population grew, so did the dream for what it could be on our campus and in our community in maybe a more formal, structured, concrete. We wanted it to be as inclusive as possible. And that's how the concept broadened to an intercultural center where the sky is the limit. Just different things. We were clearly establishing ourselves at Northwest. Now that international dynamic is critical for the world we're living in now, and that's my dream.
I planned to stay 2 years, and then we were headed for Colorado. Greener pastures. All right. It was the people that kept us here, and the students. I mean, year after year, it's kind of old news, except that every year when these forensic students go to nationals, they shine. Knowing that I had a hand in developing that is really good. It's a good feeling to create for each student a legacy of learning, so that when they get through here, they remember Northwest, and many students do.
Yeah, it's been a family tradition for us. My son Russ first came here, took calculus classes, and he was the first to begin to attend. Then my daughter Tanya came here and graduated from here, and then the other 6 followed. So all 8 of my children have come to Northwest College. My wife has taken classes here, and now I have 3 grandchildren going here. So it's an absolutely amazing thing to me. I came here to stay just a couple and move on, and my children loved it. My wife loves the town. We love the community. I've been very active in the community. We'll put something in our will to go to scholarships, but we'll want to do that. Make an endowment so it's big. I think the best way to be remembered is through scholarships, helping students to go to school. It's so important today.
Of the theory and the researches I think you have to understand why a creative thinker's cognitive processes and personality traits and social relationships affect their ability to think creative about everything I do. That's my mantra. The word creativity, like the word love, great, that's a good thing. But if you start to try to say, now, how could you be creative? Then the whole common reaction is, well, I'm not an artist, I'm not a musician, I'm not a poet. I think everybody's got creativity in it, of some sort. But see, you got to understand that I certainly see talent to be a painter, photographer, a musician, poet is very real and very important. But I believe that in any field of endeavor, if there is room for flexibility, that creative thinking can help you.
Miracles had to occur because nobody in my family talked about college. We were farmers in Kansas, and they asked me about the middle of my senior year, so what are you going to do after high school? I was the oldest one in the family. And I said, I'm going to go to college. I'd been encouraged by my teachers, and there was this paleness that hit the family table. You know, it's just, oh. but they rallied and they helped me figure out how to get there. But they had no money.
My thoughts on giving impacts on campus. The money that goes into the foundation makes it possible for some students to attend where they might have difficulties otherwise, you know. And they might be first generation, they might not be first generation in that.
We've designated our scholarship for non-traditional age first generation students. And those students, we feel, as much as I needed help when I was going to college, I was 18. You know, the only responsibility I had was to myself. And generally, non-traditional age students may have a family. They may be sandwiched between generations. We need to remain people-oriented. I think that's key to the present, to the past, to the present, and certainly to the future.
I'll second that.
All of my students will tell you, when we go on a trip, I stand at the foot of the bus when we get off to go to the tournament, and I say, you know, you're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. You say, that's what really, I think, helps to create these connections and makes you feel like you're important and that you've made an impact on somebody's life. And when you have that kind of connection, it makes you feel like your life was worthwhile, you know, like you were fulfilled because of what you were doing. I think they'll remember the process. So if you make the process of learning important to them, that's what they'll remember. They'll remember the fun aspects of the process. The students they have to focus on the process of education, not the product. The product will take care of itself. It's the process that's the critical aspect that they have to deal with. I think if you don't love what you're doing and you don't do what you love, then you're missing something.